What's up, Mavletic lovers and listeners, and welcome back to Maverick Postgame. Before we get into the show today, I would love to say congratulations to every Maverick out there. In a year filled with adversity, challenge, and frankly, lots of stress, we've persevered. Not only have we made it through the 1-year mark since the COVID-19 pandemic sent us home, we've also made it halfway through the semester. Along with that accomplishment, we have been one of a handful of schools in the country that have been able to have a relatively normal school experience. That is a major accomplishment and is due to all of you at home following CMU's Safe Together, Strong Together initiative. Thank you, CMU students, because without your dedication and commitment to CMU safety, there would be no sports, and thus no Maverick postgame. Okay, now that I've channeled my inner Sydney Flotron for my monologue, I'm your host, Justin Platt.
And I'm Brandy McLean.
Let's get into all the game-breaking stats, off-the-wall wins, heartbreaking losses, and in-depth analysis of our CMU athletics. Roll it.
Hello everyone, once again, I'm Brandy McLean.
And I'm Justin Platt. Let's hop right in and take a look at all the Mavtastic action that took place this week here at CMU. This week at CMU, it was all men's baseball as they had a 3-game weekend for the ages. In Game 1 against Colorado School of Mines, CMU had a big day. That is a big day from Ryan Day, the star pitcher for CMU. Day was locked in from the first pitch, allowing 1 run off of 5 given hits in the game. Day also struck out the first 8 batters he faced, finishing the day with 9 total strikeouts and 0 walks. The Mavs as a team once again had their big innings, hitting 2 in the first and third innings before exploding with 5 in the fourth to lead to a 9-1 win over Mines. A trio of Mavericks had 2 runs on the day, those players being Tyler Parker, Hayden McGarry, and Spencer Bramwell.
In Game 2 against Mines, Mesa proved 2 things. First, that scoring double digits in game is absolutely not a fluke, as this is Mesa's 5th game over 10 and 3rd game in the 20s. Secondly, they proved that no team should ever want to play them more than once, as Mesa put on a show-crushing game against the Mines in a score of 5-22. Mesa once again showed that once they got rolling, that they cannot be stopped. CMU had 2 innings in which they scored 8 runs. Yeah, you heard me right, 8. Those 2 innings have more runs in them than the combined scores of Mesa's last 4 opponents. A lot of those runs to be credited to a massive game from Tanner Garner, who belted a grand slam in the 4th. Garner finished the day with 2 runs scored off of 4 runs driven in.
In the 3rd and final game for men's baseball this weekend, Mesa proved that not only is 3rd time the charm, but it's dangerous for opposing teams. Much like in the previous 2 matchups with Mines, CMU dominated from the first inning to the last. Putting up their most impressive performance of the weekend, Mesa didn't hesitate to stomp on these defective Mines in a score of 25-0. Mesa played a fairly balanced game, scoring runs in their first 4 innings, punctuated by 4 in the first and 7 in the third and 6 in the fourth. CMU superstar catcher Spencer Bramwell scored 3 runs on the day, while other players Tyler Parker, Matt Turner, and Hayden McGarry each had 2. The Mavericks had 24 hits in the game, with 15 going for extra bases. Every player in the starting lineup had a hit, with 7 of the 9 getting 2 hits. To put that into perspective, Mines only sent 29 batters in the game, with 27 being the absolute minimum. Colorado Mesa will be on the road next weekend for a crucial RMAC series with the UCCS Mountain Lions in Colorado Springs.
Moving from baseball to basketball, in unfortunate news, CMU men's basketball historic season has come to an end. Mesa could not climb out of an early deficit against Northwest Nazarene in the NCAA West Regional semifinal. Last Saturday, while the Mavericks were the top seed, the Nighthawks were hot, shooting 43% from the field and shooting at a 50% from the 3. As a team, Mesa was cold shooting at 36% from the floor and 15% from the 3. Mesa was forced to shoot a high performance of 3-pointers to try to scratch their way back into the game, as at one point they were down by 23. The leading scorer for the Mavericks was Jared Small, who put up 17 points. While the season ended on a sour note, the accomplishment of going 21-2 overall this season, as well as winning the RMAC championship, cannot be underestimated.
Now that we have recapped the games, it's time to announce our Maverick of the Week. Our Maverick of the Week this week goes to a familiar face, Hayden McGarry of the CMU men's baseball. McGarry scored 7 total runs over this weekend, and the Mavs swept Colorado School of Mines in their 3-game stretch. McGarry has been on a tear this season, as this is his second straight Maverick of the Week award. Congratulations, Hayden, for your stellar performance. You are our Maverick of the Week. Okay, Brandy, what are your closing thoughts for the week?
Well, Justin, I would have to say that we have to talk about that men's basketball team. It feels as if we have become accustomed to these outrageous scores this season. Fun fact, in baseball, every home run is 1 score. So when we see numbers like 22, 25, and 29 in the final score, those are unheard of numbers. This Mesa baseball team is really ferocious and really hungry. I would be scared if I was an opposing team playing Mesa.
I completely agree. I practically just spent an entire episode just talking about the men's baseball team and their dominance over the season so far. I'm going to move it over to basketball. While, yeah, they did lose, and that sucks, they did put up one hell of a season. In this crazy, crazy year, men's basketball was able to stay focused and determined and ultimately achieve their goal of bringing another back-to-back RMAC championship to Mesa. From all of us here at Maverick Postgame and CMU, thank you, men's basketball, for an awesome and fun season. Okay, now that we've wrapped up all the action and given our 2 cents, it's time to close the show. I'm your host, Justin Platt.
And I'm Brandy McLean.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you next week on an all-new recap-packed episode of Maverick Postgame. Stay safe, study hard, and of course, have yourselves a Mesa amazing day.